And good morning there, folks. This is Prepper Al again from sunny Scotland. Big shout out to all those who watched my video yesterday about prepping home defence weapons. Thank you very much. Today we're going to be talking about prepping food. What food I think you should be stockpiling just in case there is food shortages. Food shortages over a 2-3 day period, a week or longer, God forbid. We're not going to be talking about the exact scenarios in which that might arise, but I am going to stress that here in the UK we are quite fragile to foodstuffs. What do I mean by fragile? Basically, every day we import between 33% and 50% of all foodstuffs or consumable items on a day-to-day basis from Europe and the wider world. So we are fragile to fuel shortages, global events such as a possible war between India and Pakistan, anything that could disrupt the supply of food from Europe and the world to the UK, whether it be on a cargo plane or a cargo ship. When you go to Tesco's tonight or wherever and you pick up a few things and put it in your basket, half of everything in that basket was probably in another country or on a container ship less than maybe 12 hours ago. Our food stores work on a just-in-time basis. They don't have the money or the resources or facilities to stockpile tons upon tons of food. The banana that you're eating right now was on a truck 6 hours ago. 6 hours before that it was on a container ship. And 6 hours, 12 hours, whatever, it was in another country. That's the point I'm making. So if there's any disruption whatsoever in the supply of food to this country, we are 50% less food. Just like that. Seriously, you do the research, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, in such a situation, when there's food shortages, you should always use everything in your house that you normally have. So, anything in your day-to-day cupboard, stuff that you buy day-to-day or week-to-week, you maximise it. You don't touch your preps until that cupboard is empty. The same with your fridge. You don't touch your preps until everything in the fridge is empty. That's actually quite empty. And the same with your freezer. You know, don't touch anything of your preps until you've finished everything in your freezer. What type of preps should you be buying? Well, I'm going to go right out and say I do my preps pretty much mostly at Aldi. Aldi has value food at fantastic prices. And I'm not just saying that to advertise Aldi, I'm saying that Aldi is a great place to go and prepare for food. Preppers in America, they can easily go to wholesalers and buy 10 kilograms in single bags of rice and pasta, and food isn't cheap in Britain. The access to mass bulk buy foodstuffs, that doesn't work in this country. And especially if you don't have a car and you can't get to warehouses or wholesalers, etc., then you are doing your shopping at your local stores. So we have 2 Aldis here in my town, and they're both maybe a mile away from my house. And Asda's is no bad as well. But anyway, what type of foods should you have? Canned foods, people. I cannot stress enough. Canned foods. Canned foods last forever. Seriously. The science really behind it is that mostly maybe canned foods between 5 and 10 years, but you'll be fine. Trust me. Just last week I did a Prepper Pantry test. I found a tin of sardines that was dated August 2017. I ate them. They were fine. They were fresh. They were nutritious. They were tasty. There was nothing wrong with them. And I found a tin of peaches that were dated October 2018, and again they were fine. On the tins you'll have something called Best Before. There we go. Here's Best Before. Best Before, August 2018. That doesn't mean to say the food's expired and crap. It just means to say that it will start to slowly lose its nutritional value over time. And when we're talking about time, we're not talking about days, weeks or months, we're talking about years. These peaches will be fine in 2 years, 5 years, whatever time. Those potatoes, these sardines here, the tuna, you name it, anything in a can is good. What type of cans do you want to be buying? Basically, stuff that you eat, stuff that you know you eat and you know you'll like. Your potatoes, your peas, your carrots, your sweet corn, rice or custard, your peaches or your fruit cocktail, your tuna, your sardines, tinned ham, tinned pork, peck pork, that's actually from Asda's, spam, corned beef, beans and sausages, hot dogs, beans, plum tomatoes. You want to stockpile bottled water as well? That's another video, but bottled water won't go amiss. Pastas, rice and porridge. Now I'm going to emphasise a lot on the pasta, the rice and the porridge. And I'm going to mention about portion sizes. Here in the UK and in the US, you know what, we're a bunch of hat bastards. If our plate isn't absolutely full, then we think we're being shortchanged. And then we eat and we eat until we can't eat anymore. That's malnutrition. You're overloading your body. You don't need all that food. For example, this packet of pasta, it's 500 grams. Now, most people would actually probably put half a pack or even the full pack in the pot and throw in whatever else they want in it. That's actually 5 portions of food. 100 grams. 5 portions of food. That's 5 meals. These porridge oats from Asda's, it's a kilogram, but it serves 20 portions. That's 20 meals. This rice here, 4 bags, 2 portions per bag. That's 8 meals. And now the reason why I'm going to emphasise Aldi's basically, or such like for like bags of pasta and rice and porridge oats is this. That bag of rice cost 59 pence. These 2 bags of pasta cost 29 pence each. So that's 97 pence for those 3 items there. That's 18 meals there. That's 18 meals. That's almost 3 meals a day. Now fair enough, rice on its own, pasta on its own, yeah, it's bland, it doesn't taste that great, but it's still a meal. You're still getting the carbs, you're still getting the calories, you're still feeding yourself. I can't emphasise that much. You can mix it up. Throw in some plum tomatoes or tomato puree, and there's your tomato pasta. Chop up some hot dogs for the kids. You're in business. Think outside the box, folks. What can you put together with what's in your cupboard, or what can you put together with what's in your preps? Now I'm going to let you have a look at my prepper pantry. That's some of the things out the pantry. This is my prepper pantry. I am stocked. Ravioli, sardines, plum tomatoes, soups, corned beef, beans and sausages, meatballs, hot dogs, peck ham, boxes of rice, pastas, porridge oats, tea, coffee, sugar, jams, custard, rice, evaporated milk, fruit cocktail, spaghetti hoops, spaghetti, potatoes, sweet corn, carrots, peas, beans, salt, chicken noodle soup, soy sauce, that in there, folks, will last me and my wife, eating proper portions, I would say at least a minimum of 4 months. But knowing me, if you're out scavenging or trading, or if things get a wee bit better, then you can start topping that back up again. But that paper pantry, anything for 3-4 months. I wouldn't want to say any longer than that. Definitely. Do you have a paper pantry, folks? Do you know how to throw a few basic ingredients together, folks? Let's get to Aldi, Tesco's, Asda's, wherever. As I said, 97 pence, 18 meals. A couple of pound extra on your week to week shopping, it soon adds up. That, it did take me the best bit of a year to build up, because it was only a couple of pound extra week to week. But it adds up quick, folks. If you know what you're doing, you get yourself into a routine, it will build up quickly. And then if there's any bad situation, food shortages, you know that once your cupboard's empty, your fridge and your freezer are empty, you've got that. You've got that. So once again, folks, 50% of all our foodstuffs is imported on a day-to-day basis. We could be 50% less food in an island of 65 million people. Do you think those 65 million people are going to wait patiently in the queue to get their daily rations? I don't think so. They will snap. They will snap. You could sit in, wait it out for a little while, see how the cards fall. But seriously, folks, let's get organised, let's get prepared. You just do not know what could happen and when it could happen. But that will be a topic of another video. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Food for thought, haha, excuse the pun. But seriously, an extra £1 a week, £2 a week, you'll be safe, you'll be good. You could feed yourself, your wife, your partner, your family, your kids, and also don't forget to feed your cats and dogs. That is another video, and you might not like that video, but it has to be spoken about. But anyway, have a good day, and I hope you've learnt something new. And I'm Prepper Al from Scotland. Bye bye.